Good morning.
This guy making from 12 up to $2 grand a week. You get $50 a job.
It is now 10 o'clock. I want to say good morning to everyone. Now, those who came out this morning, the sun is bright. God is good. Glory to God. We are able to come out this morning and worship Him in spirit and in truth. Take my mask off. We're about to 6 feet. Like I say, good morning to everyone once again. So glad you're able to come out this morning. We want to keep in mind that we're planning on, I think, real soon, going inside in the next couple of weeks. So that's something we can look forward to. I know it's getting hot in these cars, but we thank y'all for having the stamina to come out and be with us on this morning. Don't have any announcements for the Hampton, but the Premier going to take of those. But we want to welcome everyone this morning. I know it's social distance is starting to be a little tedious, but we just got to maintain till we get past this virus. So, but God hadn't left us, so the most important thing is let us not leave God. Okay? Let us not leave God. We want to express our condolences to the burdens, which everyone probably knows that Sister Bird was criminalized yesterday. She passed last week. She was a pillar in this community. She was a pillar at this church, in her family. Sister Bird meant a lot to a lot of us. We definitely want to keep the burdens in our prayers. And I also ask for prayer for my auntie, who's she's on her last days, as you may say. My mother's youngest sister asking prayer for that situation. At this time, let us all take a moment to clear our minds of all the things that's happening around us, and let us collectively try to render to God the service which He is due. And we start off by offering a prayer. Let us all please pray. Father God, which art in heaven, Father God, once again, Father, we are humbly approached our throne of grace and mercy, Father. Just thanking you, Father, for blessing us. Thank you for waking us up this morning, Father. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of yet another day that you've given us, Father, on this time side of life. Praying, Father, that we come out with one purpose and one purpose only, Father, that's to give praise and honor to you, Father, and to worship you in both spirit and in truth, Father. Ask a special prayer for those who have lost loved ones, Father, as you would comfort them as only you can, Father. Ask that you would give us the courage, Father, to do those things which cause you to be well pleased. We thank you for this gathering, Father. We thank you for the camaraderie. We thank you for the efforts the brothers are putting out, Father. We continue to worship you. We ask, Father, as we go through these trying times, Father, to just continue to wrap your loving arms of protection around us. Keep us all safe, Father, both physically, mentally, and spiritually, Father. Help us do the right thing, Father. Help keep our families safe, Father. We just ask that you bless this church, bless this community, bless this city, and bless this world, Father. Ask that you be with those who are in leadership, Father, of this great country, Father. Help them, direct them in the way they should go. To help everyone, Father. We ask a special prayer for the George family, Father, the young man who lost his life. Father, that you would bless this situation, Father. Help calm the unrest, Father, and help us see, Father, that you're still in charge. And the things, according to your word, Father, that you will take care of those situations, Father. Father, we ask that you continue to bless Easthaven in a very special way. Be with each and every one of us today as we look forward to worship you in spirit and truth. It's in Jesus Christ's name we do pray and give thanks. Amen.
Some glad morning when this life is over, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. You know that I'll fly away. Oh, glory, I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. When the shadows of this life has grown, I'll fly away like a bird from prison bars have flown. I'll fly away. You know that I'll fly away. Oh, glory, I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. Just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away to a land where joys will never end. I'll fly away. Lord, I'll fly away. Oh, glory, I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by, I'll fly away. When we reach the city of the New Jerusalem, yeah, we gon' sing hallelujah by and by. I lost the place, please forgive me. Let's start again. When we reach the city of the New Jerusalem, yeah, we gon' sing hallelujah by and by. All the ransom singers we're together lift their hymn. Yeah, we gon' sing hallelujah by and by. Oh what joy when we get home. Yes, we're gonna rest beneath that cloud. Live yonder in that land where joy never ends. Yeah, we gon' sing by and by. Yeah, and the mighty chorus voices will so sweetly blend. Yeah, we gon' sing hallelujah by and by. Gone will be our saddest pleasures, there will never end. Yeah, we gon' sing hallelujah by and by. And oh, what joy when we get home. Yes, we're gonna rest beneath that cloud. Live dormant in that land where saints never die. Yeah, we gon' sing by and by. Victory and love will be our everlasting thing. Yeah, we gon' sing hallelujah by and by. Our parades and our Redeemer there beside the crystal stream. Yeah, we gon' sing hallelujah by and by. Oh, what joy when we get home. Yes, we're gonna rest beneath that cloud. Live dormant in that land where saints never die. Yeah, we gon' sing hallelujah by and by.
Good morning, church. Good job. Really good morning, church. This morning's scripture we be read from Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. And the Bible says, but without faith it is impossible to please him. For he who comes to God must believe that he is, and he is a rewarder of those. He is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. I just read to you Hebrews chapter 11, verse 6. Let us stand. Let us pray.
Let's kind of gracious Father, we come before you at this time. Thank you for all the wonderful blessings that you've granted us. Pray, Father, for those individuals who have lost loved ones on this past week. We pray, Father, that you will look upon them in a very special way and grant the things they stand in need of. Father, we know that death always comes. We never know when it happens. We never know when. But Father, we should be expecting it. But when it does happen, Father, we pray that you will continue to strengthen us, encourage us, as we try to do and understand why. Father, now I pray for this people who have lost loved ones. Pray, Father, all those individuals in the sound of my voice. Pray, Father, that we continue to be faithful Christians and steadfast Christians as we go through these trying times. Pray, Father, you will continue to watch over us and protect us and guide us. Father, we pray for the word of verified ministers that will come before us and pray for us to create a life. And pray, Father, the things that he may say may edify each and every one of our souls. Pray, Father, as we go through the rest of the service, and continue to watch over us and bless us. Pray, Father, the things that we do are found acceptable in thy sight. In Jesus' name we do pray. Amen.
After singing this song, Brother Hampton come before us once again with the message from heaven. What ye therefore, you know not the day when the Lord shall call your soul away. If you labor striving for the day, you shall wear a golden crown. You know that you shall wear a crown. Lord, when the trumpet sound, yeah, you know you shall wear a crown. Yeah, you shall wear a golden crown. Be not like the few virgins in for he's coming, but we know not when. Keep your lamp on trembling, burning, then you shall wear a golden crown. You know that you shall wear a crown. Lord, when the trumpet sound, yeah, you know you shall wear a crown. Yeah, you shall wear a golden crown. If at last you hold out to the end, Jesus is an everlasting friend. If you stay within the church, then you shall wear a golden crown. You know that you shall wear a crown. Lord, when the trumpet sound, yeah, you know you shall wear a crown. Yeah, you shall wear a golden crown. If you fight the good fight of faith, and with shall wear a crown. Oh, when the trumpet sound, yeah, you know you shall wear a crown. Yeah, you shall wear a golden crown.
It is once again that we have been blessed by the God of heaven to be here on this morning. God has smiled upon all of us. He had allowed us to be able to assemble ourselves here this morning. With all this thing that is going on in the world, with the virus, the rioting, police brutality, and everything that has happened, I want everybody to know that God is still on the throne. And God is still in control of everything. Let us not fear by the thing that has happened, but let this draw us closer to God and help us to draw closer to one another. I'd like to thank the church for the thing that they did on the loss of Sister Bird. Those who was able to come out yesterday at the funeral, I'm asking you to continue to pray for the Burden family. We made it clear that the Burden family is not the only somebody lost. Easthaven we lost because Sister Burden was a wonderful person. We loved her here, but God blessed her to live 103 years. 4 more months, she would have another birthday. She would have been 104. God was gracious, and God was good. We all can learn something for her. Her dedication, her love for the church, her being faithful to God can teach us, all of us, how we should be. We pray for those, and I'm asking you to continue to pray for those who are sick. Brother Foreman is sick, he's just getting out of the hospital. Sister here has a daughter, she's sick. Let us continue to pray for those who have lost loved ones. This virus is still raging, but we still got to obey God. Let us always continue to do what God said do. I realize sometimes we get a little scared, we might even get nervous about doing things. But there's nothing that God will allow us to get into that He will not get us out of it. So if a person loses life doing what God said do, then everybody should be happy about that. Because you lose your life, God have already said that you'll find it. Let us continue to come to worship. Let us continue to take the time out of our schedule to study our Bible. But most of all, let us live the kind of life that God will be well pleased with. I am so thankful for the church that meets here. How God has blessed us that we continue to meet. We continue to worship God. It saddens me to see churches of Christ who have shut their building up, shut the doors up, and don't nobody even meet. Sisters and brothers, regardless of what happened in life, how bad it might be, we still got to do what God said do. We cannot allow nothing to separate us from God. Now, if you have your Bibles, I want you to turn to the book of Mark, chapter 4, and we'll begin at verse number 35. That's Mark, chapter 4, and notice verse number 35. These are the words of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. The Bible said, and the same day, when the evening was come, He said unto them, let us pass over unto the other side. The Bible said, and when they had sent the multitude away, they took Him even as He was in the ship. And the Bible goes on and said, and there was other little ship with Him also. And the Bible goes on and said, and a storm of wind arose, and the waves beat it into the ship that it was now full. And the Bible said, and Jesus was in the hidden part of the ship, asleep on a pillow. His disciple came to him and said unto him, Master, does thou not care that we perish? The Bible said he arose and rebuked the wind and said, Peace, be still. And there was a great calm. He then turned and looked at the disciples, said, Why are you so fearful? Why do not have no faith? The Bible said, then the men was exceedingly surprised, and said one to another, What manner of man is this, that even the wind and the sea obey him? Notice now, Jesus said to his disciples, let us pass over to the other side. Now, everything was good. Jesus didn't force them to go with him. They wanted to go with him. And sometime in life, when you're going somewhere, when you leave, everything goes. Sometimes, when you plan to go on vacation and you get everything ready, seems like everything is good. But one thing we do know, none of us can see what's going to happen to us on down the road. Now, when they left, going to the other side, everything was good. There wasn't no storm or nothing. You know, we live in a time where storms come in different ways. Sometimes we have a severe thunderstorm warning. Then sometimes we have what we call a tornado warning. Then sometimes we have a storm where it don't rain, it don't thunder or lightning, just a straight line wind. And this is what happened. The wind began to start rising while it was out over the water. And as the wind rolled, the waves began to rock. And as the waves began to rock, the boat began to get full of water. But notice now, whenever a person obeys God and says, I'm going to follow Jesus wherever he goes. Whether we're going to follow Jesus wherever Jesus goes, we got to understand that life is not always going to be easy. Life is not always going to be smooth. Sometime in life, things ain't going to happen. Sometime in life, they ain't going to make a turn for the worse. But what we do, we don't leave God just because things are bad. We don't leave Jesus because things not going good for us. If we're going to follow Jesus, we got to follow him when things are good. We got to follow him when things are not good. We got to follow him when things get bad. Still got to follow Jesus. If we're going to follow Jesus, we got to do things when we feel like it. We got to do things when we don't feel like it. We still got to obey God. His disciples seemed like they was happy to go with Jesus. But then notice what happened. Here come a storm. Here the wind begin to rock. And as the wind begin to blow, the wave begin to rock in the ship. Water begin to come in the ship. So many times in life, when you're doing what God said do, things sometimes turn for the worse. Sometimes things get bad. But we got to hang in there. We got to take the good with the bad. We got to trust God and still do what God said do. The disciples, they saw the wave. They saw the ship getting full of water. But one thing I love about the disciples, of all the things that would happen, they understood there's somebody on this ship that can help all of us. There's somebody that's on this ship that can help us. And the Bible said Jesus went down in the hidden part of the ship, laying down on the floor, on a pillar, Jesus sleeping. It don't seem like Jesus have a care in the world of all the things that were going on. It didn't faze Jesus none. Here he is, sleep on a pillow. His disciple came down to wake him. And when the disciple woke him up, they said, Master, care not that we perish? They said, don't you care about what is going on? We can drown out in the sea. The Bible said, Jesus, he rebuked the wind. Do God care about us? In 1 Peter 5, verse number 7, Peter said, casting all your care upon him. Son and brothers, when sickness comes, cast your care upon him. When you lose a loved one, cast your care upon him. When your job is gone, still cast your care upon him. When your children don't do like they're supposed to do, cast your care upon him. When church members giving you a hard time just because you're doing what's right, still cast your care upon him. Why? Because Peter said he cares for you. We live in a world where you don't know when you leave home how we gonna make it back home. We living in a time where this virus is rated, and sister and brother, there's no sense in any of us being scared of catching the virus. One thing we should be afraid of is not doing what God said do. If we live like God said live, then the virus don't matter. One thing I learned over the years I have been in this world, on the death certificate, they gonna put something on it to call you to leave this world. And the thing we need to do is to make sure that I'm in Christ before I leave this world. The disciples, they come to Jesus and said, Master, don't you care that we perish? You know, their faith should have been wrong. Their faith should have been better. Jesus had to rebuke them and said, why are you fearful? Why is it that you don't have no faith? If Jesus is on the ship, if Jesus is asleep on the ship, oh, wouldn't it be good if all of Jesus' disciples would have laid right down beside Jesus? Oh, it makes a difference when you is beside Jesus or when Jesus is beside you. It's good to have Christ in your life. Because one thing I realize, if Jesus is with us, then it don't matter about the ship going down. It doesn't matter if the ship gets full of water and if the ship go down with Jesus. Stay beside Jesus. Stay with Jesus, because sure, if Jesus go down, sooner or later, Jesus gonna come back up. And when Jesus come back up, you got to come back up with him. Also, brother, I don't know who gonna come down with this virus, but one thing I do know, as long as I'm in Christ Jesus, it doesn't matter about me losing my life. And when they put me down in the grave, one day, I'm gonna get back up. And when the trump of God sound and the dead in Christ get up, I'm gonna get up that day without any virus or anything. Here Jesus is. He sleep on a pillow. He not worried about what is going on. His disciples is the one who is panicking. His disciples is the one who are fearful. Jesus rebuked them. But then, the disciples marveled at one another. They can look around at one another and they can say one to another, what manner of man is this, that even the wind and the sea obey him? Who is this man? They can talk to the sea. They can talk to the wind. Jesus said, peace, be still. The wind stopped blowing. The waves stopped rocking. All because of what Jesus said. So, brother, always stay with the word of God. Let's do what God said do. Like I said, it breaks my heart to see members of the Lord Church, preachers who've been preaching for years, shut the doors up and said, we're going to wait till this virus get better. So the brother, this virus might not never get better. We got to obey God regardless of whether it get better or don't get any better. It's time out for we to stop playing church. It's time out for we to stop at pretending like we are Christian and really start living Christian life. Because one thing about a Christian, he knows one day God gonna call, and whenever God calls, we're gonna have to leave this world. So, brother, we need to make sure that we are doing what's right. Closing the doors of the building, stop having worship. There is no guarantee that you still not gonna come down with the virus. But if we still stay with God, Jesus, just like he did Job, the devil told him, said, you got a hedges around him. And if God be for us, who can be against us? We need to understand, all of us have a cross to bear. In Matthew chapter 16, verse number 24, Jesus said, therefore, if any man come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. Well, now, if we're going to follow Jesus, there's a cross that we must bear. There's something all of us going to go through in life.